Have you thought about how to improve health outcomes in your diverse patient populations, or how to improve health equity? Have you struggled to build a more diverse team or increase representation in your healthcare team from executive to ancillary staff? Do you need help finding inclusive ways to practice medicine or build inclusive climates for your diverse team? IAFP Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging Committee was formed to address these and other issues.
We are the IAFP's Committee on Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, and we represent family physicians from across Idaho.
Since the summer of 2020, the Idaho Academy of Family Physicians has engaged in deliberate work to enhance our focus on diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging in medicine.
We've developed a variety of resources for all of us to use as a template in the practice of family medicine. We want to do this work with our IAFP members, and we're excited to learn about the work you are doing or will do to advance equity in medicine.
Our committee has worked for several months to develop content and resources to support IAFP members and other providers in advancing equity in medicine. We are committed to promoting equity in all of our communities. Central to this commitment is our focus on systemic and institutional racism. We recognized that there are several dimensions to diversity and a variety of identities that experience both oppression and exclusion. Race is a primary stratifier in our communities. Focusing on anti-racism work is important because when we talk about racism, we are able to address all other forms of exclusion. With this focus in mind, we are committed to addressing the intersectionality of all inequities in our communities and advancing belonging and inclusion for all identities. To guide this work, we've identified these drivers. Identify and address obstacles to diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging practices. Ensure inclusive representation. Invest resources into diversity, equity, and inclusion work. Cultivate partnerships.
Our foundational beliefs are the shared agreements we have that inform our approach to this work. Some of those core beliefs are:
racism and implicit bias significantly impact the health of our communities. Acknowledging this benefits everyone.
Race is a social construct, but racism is real. Racism permeates all of society, including medicine.
We have an obligation to expand the presence of underrepresented groups in medicine and build relationships across differences. These actions alone are not sufficient to confront systems of oppression.
We know that engaging in conversations about inequity and oppression are uncomfortable. We believe that discomfort is essential to our ability to change.
Language matters when we discuss racism and other inequities. So time and care should be paid to minimize the negative impacts of our words.
These beliefs led to our community agreements, which guide how we practice medicine and interact with each other in all aspects of our work. Some of these agreements are:
center the voices of marginalized groups in medicine. Be present and participate in anti-racist work. Model what we learn about anti-racist concepts in our work and life.
Be respectful, curious, and open about issues surrounding equity. Support community members of colors that don't get to step away from equity work. Prioritize wellness and make it accessible for ourselves and others.
Do uncomfortable work while still creating a safe and respectful space for collaboration. Sit with and learn from our discomfort. Strive to create a safe environment where all feel a sense of belonging.
Assume positive intent, but acknowledge when mistakes are made. Be humble and validate everyone's experiences. Be brave, speak up, stay engaged.
We look forward to more opportunities to discuss this work with you and hope you will join us in our efforts. You can access all of our current materials and resources at idahofamilyphysicians.org/DEIB/.